Tell me how old you are.
30.
How long have you lived in Somerville?
5 years.
Married?
Fiance.
Have any children?
2.
Have a job?
Yes.
Where do you work?
I was working at Somerville Seafood.
How long did you work there?
Couple months.
You have any prior convictions?
Well, yeah, little.
You need to tell me if you have a prior record.
A record I have on back in like '07. '07, I got it like a while ago.
At this time, I'm going to ask if there's anything from the state.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'm joined here today representing the Group Board as well as the Orangeburg Chrysler Dodge, which are the victims in this case, Your Honor, in the 2 grand larceny charges and the 2 conspiracy charges. Your Honor, Mr. Jamar Johnson here, he starts in 2006. He's got a conviction for receiving stolen goods and obtaining goods or services under false pretenses. 2007, he has another conviction for receiving stolen goods. He was given probation, Your Honor. 9/5/9/15 of '07, he has a conviction for grand larceny, Your Honor. He received probation on all those charges together. Your Honor, he was given probation February the 8th of 2008, and by June 29th of 2009, he was revoked. He went to SCDC, did a little over a year. They put him back on probation. So we're up now to 9/15 of 2011. He has a conviction for giving false information, possession of burglary tools, resisting arrest. That was in 11. Then we go down to August of 2012. He has another public disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. Your Honor, at this time, today, he is wanted for a grand larceny charge. Well, he has a probation warrant referencing the grand larceny charge he was put on probation for, but he is wanted right now by probation, pardon, and parole here in Orangeburg. Your Honor, he also has 2 pending warrants for receiving stolen goods at Somerville Police Department, and he also has a bench warrant, I believe it's referencing a disorderly conduct charge down in North Charleston. Your Honor, we've been searching for Mr. Johnson. We had him on the news. We've been searching for him for approximately 3 weeks now. He's absconded from his probation. They've been looking for him for quite some time. He does not live in Somerville. He's been staying up here in Orangeburg. We got him over at Roosevelt Garden Apartments yesterday. We certainly view him as a flight risk, Your Honor. He was born in New York. He has family in New York. We also would certainly view him, with the nature of these charges, Your Honor, as a danger to the community, Your Honor. With his prior record, Your Honor, of convictions for this same type of stuff, it's the same repetitive thing over and over, and we're right back here with more people out of property. Your Honor, we would respectfully ask that you deny his bond, Your Honor, and certainly we can set up a preliminary hearing very shortly so that Your Honor or one of your colleagues may have a better opportunity to evaluate the evidence in this case and see what probable cause there is. But we would certainly ask for you to respectfully deny his bond. If you did choose to grant him a bond, Your Honor, if you see fit to, we would ask that you would give him something in the neighborhood of $500,000. And you want to see if the victims have anything to say at this time?
Yes. I'm going to turn it over to the victim's advocate. It's placed here for me in the series that I have before me. The grand larceny each carry up to 10 years in prison. And on the receiving stolen goods, because the value is $10,000 or more, you can get up to 10 years on that charge. The conspiracy on each charge, you can get up to 5 years on those charges, just so you know the penalties that are involved. You understand your charges, you said, you understand your rights, you understand how to get an attorney to help you if you feel you cannot afford one. Any questions from you at all at this time? Okay. To the victims, I want to thank you for appearing today. It's your voice that a lot of times helps us determine what we need to do with the bond hearings, and I appreciate your time, taking the time to be here today. Mr. Johnson, like I said earlier, you're innocent till proven guilty, and the burden of proof lies with the state to prove you are guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And my job in setting bond today is to determine a bond based on the nature of the charges.
Okay.
And I also take into account your residency and ties to Orangeburg County. I also take into account your previous convictions records and probation records. So, taking the warrants one at a time, on the grand larceny, on arrest warrant 2015A 3810, 700314, on the Dodge Ram, I set that bond at $100,000. On 315 Ford F-50, I set that bond at $100,000. On the receiving stolen goods, set that bond at $50,000. And on the conspiracy charges, I set each of those at $25,000 each. At a bond totaling for the 5 charges of $300,000. Would you wish to speak to a bondsman today?
No, ma'am, no, we,
If you'll have a seat, we'll get the bond paperwork for you to initial and sign.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.